I don't put it past Liverpool, and this is if they do hire Xabi Alonso, I don't put it past Liverpool going and raiding Leverkusen.
What's up, group? Papa Klopp has exited the chat.
Gone.
Come on,
Gone,
boy, up in
boy.
the studio. Welcome to Patala FC.
What's it?
If you haven't done the right things, join the familia.
You already know what to do.
You know what it is.
It's not even a question.
Boy. So the ripple effect, ne?
Yeah.
If the ripple effect is Pep desiring to leave a bit more. Like my main rival's gone. And it will be challenging, I understand, but these other boys are not on our level.
I disagree.
Pep is still gonna...
Let me tell you now.
Okay, let's speak about
Let me tell you.
No, before you go, let's speak about this theoretical world where all 115 charges are cleared, right? And Pep is happy.
I'm so glad.
And then he gets an offer for a further extension.
Yeah.
Does Pep take it in a situation with no club?
In a situation with no club, Pep takes it. Check this, bro. Check this.
Sure.
No, like I haven't seen him, and I don't know whether you have, no? But because I'm a City fan, I'm watching him.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen him this energized, bro. Like he. Of course, it wouldn't come as a surprise if he doesn't renew, no? But like, I wouldn't be surprised if he renews as well, because like he
renew is like I'm going
all,
for Ferguson's legacy, though.
That you see, and bro, how many times have we spoken, and how many times have I told you that, bro? When it comes to someone like Pep, Pep has to be one of the most egotistical in the game ever.
That's true.
Because he's not only a legend in the game, but he believes that he's a legend. He believes that he should be regarded as the greatest.
The way he answers
in
press conferences now,
bro,
it's different level. It's
a different chat.
It's a different level.
So
no manager can answer like Pep.
Dog, he's chasing that. He's chasing that thing of like, bro, you know what? And because of City, and I think you will share this. Our clubs are quote unquote manufactured, right? When we look at the money, when we look at how our winnings came about, you know, we even have charges. Well, we have charges on us as City right now, right?
Now we're being investigated,
right? Now, it's almost the right environment for him to thrive. Because why? He has that thing of, I want to prove that even like, just keep on hating, keep on doubting. There's another press conference that he did before they left for good weather training in Dubai. Right?
Oh, you guys are training in Dubai as well. Okay.
Yeah. Came back. He's like, let them doubt. They've been doubting. Let them doubt again, because us, we're working in the training ground.
And I see the boys. Yeah. No. I had to ask my boy the question because he's a City fan, but we are here to give Klopp his flowers.
Yeah, of course.
Against everything.
Yeah. What a goat.
Chelsea could have had 2 domestic trophies 2 seasons ago.
Yep.
And we lost both finals to a Klopp team that was chasing a quadruple at the time. Let's not forget.
Yep.
And at some point, I think every fan could have said, can Liverpool actually?
Yeah. We were all thinking
that's what Pep. Pep. That's what Klopp has built at Liverpool.
What do you think went wrong?
What do you? I'm gonna miss that. I think I'm gonna miss that, bro. I think even me as Chelsea fan,
Xabi Alonso's gonna come back and what? Do
you know that Sky Sports didn't waste any time? They've already posted a video. They asked him the question.
Bro, they asked him the question same time. Hey, bro, are you interested? We wanted to find out.
No, that's where everyone comes to mind. Pela Gerrard fell off. He's in Saudi.
Bro,
who else now?
Gerrard, Lampard, Rooney, all of these great players.
What do they have in common? What else do they have in common?
Shit managers.
No, what else do they have in common?
Shit managers.
What country?
England.
And you know the thing is, my people, I wasn't throwing shit.
Except for Eddie Howe. Come on, give him flowers.
The question marks are rising.
Give him flowers. Come on.
I'll give the Bournemouth Eddie Howe flowers.
He doesn't have players.
I'll give the Bournemouth Eddie Howe flowers.
Look at what he does in a season where he has players and everything goes right. Now, we don't live in a fantasy world, so in football, things go wrong.
Yeah, the Lewis Miley. That's serious business. Yeah, that's managerial class.
That's a manager.
Yeah.
That's a manager.
But Papa Klopp came, right? I think before he arrived, they weren't even in the top 4.
Yes.
And they have consistently been in the top 3, I think.
But they had pushed though, remember, before he arrived.
In the Rodgers,
with Rodgers, actually, if it wasn't for the slip and of course for other results in other games elsewhere, they could have actually won the league before Klopp arrived. And the team that they were building, actually, let's not forget that the team that they had, before Klopp was actually competitive. That's why people look back at Brendan Rodgers' time.
Because Rodgers brought in Coutinho, ne? Coutinho.
And now they look at Rodgers and they say, no, you know what? That was actually a huge failure because he had the tools to actually win the league. Bro. He could have won the league.
No, they won the league. It's just Gerrard slipped.
No. Yeah, well, yes. I see.
No.
What do you think went wrong? What do you think went wrong
with Klopp? Like what has happened in the back?
Because remember, and just before you answer, remember, he signs an extension to 2026, by the way.
He did sign, yeah.
You get. So, I don't think he signs it without thinking about the fact that he could be getting tired. Because remember, the storyline is right now, what he's come out with is, I've run out of energy. Right? Now, what do you think went wrong? I want to hear your perspective.
I don't know if you saw the Fulham second leg of the Carabao Cup.
Yes.
He started another youngster.
Yes.
Ne? Since Klopp has arrived, the biggest thing I remember Klopp for is all his contenders could spend. He could spend, not that Liverpool didn't spend, but nowhere near those around him, right? If I am to pick a reason, my gut is leaning me towards a petty one, bro. And I think he finally asked to spend again.
Sure.
And he wasn't, I think he was disrespected. I think the feedback in asking for more funds, because bro, Salah, you think about it from Klopp's angle, like Salah would do what he needs to do this season,
sure,
by grace next season. But after that, Mane is gone. Basically, I think Klopp was given an ultimatum. You had to keep one. I don't think the club made an effort to ensure that he could try and keep both, bro.
He could try and keep both, yeah.
Roberto Firmino, I think him as a player, he kind of fell off. He's still a class player, but I think, in Liverpool's system, he needed a Gakpo. Darwin Núñez, Klopp has made Darwin Núñez work more than any other manager could make him work, I believe, bro. But I think it's a money thing, bro. That's why I'm saying it's petty. I think it stems down to a money thing, because if Klopp is guaranteed 300 million in June, the Liverpool team that we're expecting next season, everyone in Europe will be shivering. I think we'd all be shaking, because I think he would finally integrate the successor to Salah.
Bring him in.
Yeah, he'd finally know what he's going to do with Darwin Núñez. Because if I'm getting 300 million, it means even men that we brought in for 80, I can neglect them. Not that Darwin Núñez isn't effective, right? But Klopp would love more output.
Sure.
He's that kind of man. It's Gegenpress. When we attack, every chance should be a goal. His dream match was probably the 7-0 against United. If you ask him right now, what will you remember, But because the team was clinical. That's them executing his football to the T, bro.
Yeah.
So, I think it's petty. And then the director comes out saying, I was close to him, so I'm also leaving.
Yep. All of them. By the way, Pep Linders is leaving.
For me.
Head of elite development, and this is the youth. He's leaving, and then also I think most, if not all, of the backroom staff is leaving. And by the way, actually, comes out in the news today. He actually spoke to the board about this last November.
Spoke about what?
He told the board at Liverpool that he's done at the end of this season, last November.
Oh, that's what's coming out of England now.
This is like this announcement from last November. It's been kept quiet.
Okay.
They've been. So he told them in November, no, listen, guys, I'm leaving. Then all the way from November up until now, they've been keeping it quiet. Now it comes out that, okay, fine, look, let's sit down. Let's actually have a proper interview. Now he's telling the fans. He told the board in November that he's leaving. I think, Baku, he's being forced out. That's what I think. I think when you look at Liverpool for the very first time in a while, actually, yes, fine.
But they're topping the league, bro.
When we look at his reign for the last 9 years, he has integrated young players into the team. from the development squad, right? But not at the rate at which we're seeing right now.
Yes, fair enough.
Yeah, fine. You could put that down. You could put that down to not being able to have access to the amount of funds that he wants, and I think that's also a factor. You know, that could also be part of the reason why they're forcing him out. But I think right now Liverpool, I think the board wants a change, right? Especially because if we look at Klopp's legacy, right, at Liverpool. First of all, he's won everything, right?
Yep.
But secondly, I would argue that the players have been, you know when you take a cloth and you wring it of all of its water, in the sense that, bro, they were on for a quadruple, bro.
Yeah.
What does that do to you, bro?
When you don't get it, firstly,
three finals, dog. 3 Champions League finals. They lose 2. What does that do? Like, what does that do? Bro. Yes, fine. You can look at the stats and say, oh no, listen, Klopp is taking them to X amount of finals. But like, how many of those has he actually won? When you look at his body of work, it makes sense why. And we're back. It makes sense why the conversation is, oh, I am tired, because it is the best thing to say, I believe. And now I'm just looking at it from a PR standpoint. And why I say that he's being forced out is that, Paku, you don't sign, dog. You don't sign, bro, up until 2026 without being certain that you're here until 2026.
At least live out your contract.
Paku, signing until 2026, guys. What this means is, bro, your mortgage, your house, you're thinking up until 2026.
At least. At
your
minimum.
Kids, your wife, your family, your just your livelihood. Because remember, everything outside of football is very small. Your life is what? Up until 2026. So why the sudden change now? And it can't be coming from him, because he has been building this team. Look at what he's doing with Trent. Look at the
youngsters are still being
look at the players that are being integrated.
He's still using Harvey Elliott the same way. He's using Curtis Jones.
I'm starting to think that now all of that is happening for the next manager to come in.
Oh,
you see what I mean?
So Klopp. So you're saying Klopp? He's been disrespected, yes, but he's taking it like a man. Yes. He's taking it on the chin.
He's taking it, yes.
And he doesn't want to leave in a snarks way because he loves the fans also.
He loves the fans. Demo, thank you, bro. He loves the fans. Like, this one is for the Liverpool fans. This is to say, no, guys, listen, we are out. Let's go out on high. Hopefully, also because we can't. I know that they're on for the quad, but we can't really say right now. They're up against your Chelsea, who in finals you don't want Chelsea in a final, because Chelsea have a tendency of winning finals. So what happens now, dog, if they lose the Carabao Cup? And then what happens in the Europa if they slip up? Which is highly unlikely, right? Okay, fine. Let's say they bag the Europa. The league, the shark is on the way.
But here's the thing.
Then
now that it's out there, it's one of two things. Either Liverpool keep the form, because they've been in good form. Jota is performing,
yes.
Or we all know that if results don't go as they've been going, but now it's public that he's leaving, it can go south. It could go south.
And it could go south mostly because of the opposition.
Remember when they announced it was Pellegrini in charge and they announced Pep, ne?
Yes.
How was Pellegrini's last few months?
Pellegrini's last few months, and
did he hold it down?
To be fair, one, he held it down, and to be fair also, ne?
Okay,
because the whole environment was being built for Pep, and Pellegrini was made aware of it. So
the Liverpool situation is different because they don't know who the successor is.
Hey, but we say that now.
Hypothetically, let's say they announced Xabi Alonso will be the man taking. Do you think the Liverpool players now?
Now it's a very, bro. It's
I think that Liverpool team.
It doesn't make sense for me, Bakune. It just doesn't make sense, guys. Why would you sign, bro? Why would you sign? Like, why would you sign? And dog, you are a working man yourself, bro. You don't just sign contracts, bro. Like,
the season still has 5 months, bro. Like, as much as we're looking at game week 22, there's still like 4 or 5 months. Why are they announcing with that many games? Also, I think you announced with like how many game weeks? I mean, Pep is taking over from Pellegrini. It was closer to the end of the season, bro. That's what I said.
Like 2 months left.
I remember it was much closer to the end of the season, bro. This is quite a gap between now and the end of the season. Like, Liverpool fans must have that knowledge for like at least 5 months that this man who's here.
For the next 5 months, it's a long goodbye. And like you said, I agree. It could go south. It could work in their favor. They might just bring home the quad.
Players that love Klopp like mutually the way he loves his players, they'll fight for him. They're certainly right. They'll fight for him, but a team fighting for you and results is two different things.
Bro, it's two different things. Bro. You look at the opposition. Like I say, let's not even look too far. You guys are playing them dog in the Carabao Cup final.
To be honest, I don't feel like we have a better chance because of the situation.
They should win. No.
They should win.
No, check.
Right?
Even outside of this situation, let's say Klopp hadn't come out with this message. I didn't put it past Chelsea winning that final, bro. Do you get me?
Of course, I believe, right? But like, I think it actually, when I heard it, it gave me like the feeling of it makes it a bit more difficult because the team will be fighting for him, right? Doesn't mean we won't show up. I know we'll show up on the day, but like,
we think they will.
The locker room will be affected regardless. One way or another. No one is nonchalant right now. No one can come and say we're the same.
Nobody knows. Also, and that's the other thing, bro. Is that like you see, and that's why I'm saying, bro. Like I really think he's being forced out because, bro, when a manager leaves, that is arguably the most scary time for you as a player.
Because you don't know. Yes.
Because you don't know who's coming in, what's happening, right? So yes. There's a higher chance that why you raise performance because you want to make sure that whoever's
transition watching. From last season to this season of this club.
You just don't know.
We had no player knows. Am I gonna be in Poch's plans? Am I getting sold? Am I even a starter?
And how did that go for you?
Hey,
remember what happened?
Torturous, man. First
performances.
Yeah, no, of course.
You see what I mean?
Because on the pitch they don't know each other. Like, will I be playing with you next season?
What's the timing here, bro? Like, what's the timing? Like, bro, a lot of content. A lot of content that I've been watching now, the general comment is, why not win, keep this behind closed doors, right? And then literally after lifting the title, after lifting the league, the very next day, or even at that press conference, guys, it's been great. I love you all. I'm out.
You know who did that? Zizou, okay, yeah, no, people will say, hey, Ronaldo, he left because Ronaldo wasn't getting contract. No. Zizou won something. Won the third one in a row, then bowed out. Fergie bowed out with grace. Leave on a high. It would have been nice if they did it that way. You're right.
You get last point is what? Fine. Let's say this season's in the gutter. Let's say, fine. City come back, win the league. They get shot by you boys in the final. The Europa League, they slip up. Right now, let's say, it's all in the gutter. He has one more season, into 2026, right? Where he can then build off of this team because you can see what he's doing, right? Build off of this team, work well, win at least one title of something, end that season on a high. Officially, when you know that you're going to end it on a high. But now, dog, this smells of like you don't know, bro. Like
no.
You can't.
Well, let me tell you, but out there right now, there's a pre-contractual agreement with one of Europe's best managers.
Somewhere there, bro.
Right now, there's a pre-contractual agreement, and that manager is already planning for Liverpool,
bro. He's been forced out.
That's the certain thing. If I'm agreeing with you, that is in stone. Because Liverpool, there's no way you're firing or letting go of Klopp without a plan for the next man.
How, bro?
There's no way.
How?
Like, close.
You know what I mean?
Who takes over at Liverpool, bro?
That's my point.
Even
bro.
us, I'm puzzled.
Like how?
Besides Xabi Alonso, who they have to sway from Leverkusen. Because if he wins the league with Leverkusen, why would he leave?
Why
not aim for back-to-back? You know what I mean? Or Chennai in Champions League.
Why not stay in an environment where when you excel, and I know that this...
And he has that squad is his, bro. He loves that team.
This is not a negative mindset, but why not stay in an environment where when you excel, every time you do so, it's a genuine surprise. Like you are always overachieving. I think as a manager, bro, you need to position yourself according to your skill set as well. If you're not a maverick, if you're not great like that, if you're not this innovative game changer, right? Like all of the legends of recent past, right? You position yourself in a place where, okay, I'm at a club where who's this? Aston Villa.
Emery, yeah.
I'm at a club where Eddie Howe. I'm at a club where I'm in a position where even if I like,
there's like a downhill.
Like if I just do the bare minimum, we've done great. But if I sit down, I close the doors with my boys and we cook, and we reach the promised land, I've overachieved.
And my legacy, it's
more
impactful.
Great,
it's more
bro.
impactful.
My legacy is great. My legacy is
That's
Lesedi
true.
Zim, dog. He actually. Do you get what I mean?
2 years of Xabi Alonso in Bundesliga.
Tearing it up.
Two Bundesliga trophies. Then you leave. Oh boy.
Like why? So I do agree with your points, and I think it's a great one that there is a pre-contractual agreement that has been accepted, and he's been forced out. They probably had a chat, and that was probably the chat in November. Do you
think it's Barca?
Of last season?
You think it's Barca? Because Xavi.
I
I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that Barca. Base told me Barca 8 points off the top.
Bad,
the top,
bro.
They've got Napoli in the Champions League.
It's bad. They've got Napoli.
It's
in the
looking
Champions
likely
League.
that
They've been
Napoli will
knocked
hire
out.
Mourinho. You know that.
You see that?
It's looking likely
You see
that they're
now.
gonna get, because if Napoli get Mourinho, Barca are out. Let's think about it. And then they're out of Copa del Rey. Embarrassingly,
Out
apparently.
of Copa del Rey, yes.
And they lost that final, that Super Copa Spanish.
Yep, it's bad, bro. It's bad, bro. Madrid is running circles around them. You know? So I mean, look, bro. I really think Xabi Alonso is the next man in, I believe. I think Xabi Alonso is the next man.
That's your shout.
I think he's the next man in. Remember we had a conversation about it. I think Xabi Alonso is the next man in. I think he comes in, and I think what the mandate is. I think that with Xabi Alonso, Liverpool will begin to spend. One thing that I think is going to happen. Second thing that I think is going to happen is that with Xabi Alonso, it's actually going to be a long-term project. I think Liverpool is looking at what Arteta is doing at Arsenal. They're looking at also what they're looking at what Brighton is doing with someone like De Zerbi. They're looking at Aston Villa, right? And I think they say,
Those are
okay,
some
fine.
interesting projects for real, bro.
How do we get Newcastle as well, Eddie Howe? How do we get a manager which we can say, okay, fine, let's sit down and genuinely trust the process and actually back him financially? Why? Last point is because when you look at what Xabi Alonso has been able to do with Frimpong, when you look at what he's been able to do with
Boniface.
Look at what he's doing with who's this boy?
Florian
Wirtz, right? And now you put a manager like that, with connection to those players, right? I don't put it past Liverpool, and this is if they do hire Xabi Alonso, I don't put it past Liverpool going and raiding Leverkusen. I don't put it past them, bro.
That's true.
I don't put it past Xabi Alonso saying, no, you know what, 2 or 3. Let me bring in Wirtz in the Prem. Let me bring in Frimpong, right? Let me bring in probably even Boniface, because why? Darwin, we know. It's over. You understand?
We need a more clinical.
Let's give him his flowers.
This
10
season,
goals, 10 assists.
he's the first man in the league,
I think, right? Yeah. So
since said he went with Xabi Alonso, right? I'm gonna do the wild card option because we're not gonna agree in the studio.
Okay.
Don't do that,
yeah. Don't do that.
I think
but you agree now. You must just agree. Agree.
The Germany national team and Liverpool are about to swap managers.
You think
Nagelsmann.
You think Nagelsmann is gonna come to Liverpool?
Yeah, I think Nagelsmann would be the anomaly. We won't expect him in the league.
That's a good show.
But I think if Liverpool are going down that long-term path that you're suggesting as well, he's perfect. And that's also with the hypothetical thinking that Xabi Alonso stays put there at Leverkusen for next season. I think Nagelsmann is not a bad option. I mean, we don't know him in the league, of course. But age-wise, what he did at Bayern, the kind of football he likes.
As well, kind of football
It stays in line. It stays in line. Another culture. German for another German.
Another German for Germany.
And now we could be gunning down to keep someone for 10 years.
Yeah, because you actually can. Like
the man is 39 or something.
Yeah, like if he actually delivers, bro. Like if he actually delivers, he's in the same age. He's in the same age bracket with the Artetas of the world.
No, but with the Liverpool board, right? We're assuming this season won't end without silverware. You see what I'm saying? So even if next 2 seasons are rough, we'll probably have a team good enough to fight for top 4, which means revenue-wise we'll be fine. We can fire Klopp, Bella. You get me? If we can get Nagelsmann to just do that shift,
to just hold it down. Okay, I get what you mean. To just steady the boat.
Maybe get us another cup final. It's possible. That squad. Salah is still there. I think he signed like 4 years, 2 seasons ago.
And they're gonna have to go into the market as well. I don't see Liverpool.
No, they're gonna spend in the
this.
June.
Yeah, no,
they have to spend.
I don't see them sustaining, and I don't see them. You see, and there's another thing. I don't see them attracting a manager without those guarantees. I just don't, especially with the way like, especially with the state of the game right now. I'll make an example. Arteta goes into Arsenal shopping spree, boy, gift cards and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at
Yes.
Emery. Emery goes into Aston Villa.
They're
You can
spending now.
see that before he even decided to sit down and have a chat over dinner about the contract, it was a thing of, hey, yo, I need to spend.
Yeah.
I need to spend because I need to spend well.
That's Europe for us, guys.
It's just what it is, bro. You can't, like, yeah, it's fine. And also, here's another thing that we should also just debunk this thing that Liverpool doesn't spend. Okay. What?
The thing is, they don't spend as much as us.
Yes,
let's be
they
honest.
don't spend as much, right? But also this thing of net spend.
And Arsenal have also now started spending like us. So
You understand?
Liverpool are the only ones spending less, bro.
This thing of net spend, though, also it's a thing that only us as fans consider. It's the only thing that, like, it's a thing that fans and pundits consider. In the business, it's no such like it's not considered. Okay, you need to spend, right?
Yeah.
And Liverpool have been spending, not as much as their competitors as well,
But they spend, yeah.
But they do spend. But now they need to take it to a whole new level. You need to outspend. You need to overspend, of course, within the limits of what of financial fair play as well, right?
Why people say they don't spend is because they sell to buy. Like they use the Coutinho money for Alisson and Van Dijk. You see,
Okay, that makes sense. But then
yeah.
they're gonna have to walk away from that. They're gonna have to, you see. And for me, that signifies I would go as far to say that, like, it could be two things at the same time. It could be good business, right? But it could be a lack of trust.
Right.
It could be a lack of
If
trust.
there was anyone to trust, we all know they should have trusted Klopp.
Do you get what I mean? It could be a lack of trust.
Yeah,
So,
like, it's
listen,
weird,
if we're going to invest, can you really guarantee the Champions League? He took you to 3 finals.
And he brought the Champions League.
Do you get what I mean? No, if we're going to invest, can you bring the league? Like, he pushed City to the limit most of the time that he was there. So for me, it's like, with the new manager, if I'm the new manager, whether it's Xabi Alonso, like I said, or like you said, Nagelsmann,
Perhaps.
you're walking into the conversation and you say, bro, you need to genuinely trust. You need to stop looking at football as zeros and ones, which it really truly is, right?
Yeah,
especially from a financial point of view. But you need to trust, bro. Because if you don't trust your manager, you're gonna continue sucking. Then Chelsea will win the league before Liverpool.